So I apologize about the audio of this. Right now I have contractors outside, and our builder said that the AC unit in here was not going to be an issue, and it clearly is, because there's also not a door or any sort of insulation around it. So I genuinely apologize. It is still a construction zone here. But anyway, let's go ahead and jump into the Play to Rest collection that's dropping from Petula on February 10th at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you do see anything you like, you can always use code LAURA to get an additional discount at checkout. This launch is definitely more of a unique collection from Petula. It is more of a lounge and outerwear collection. It is not workout wear at all. So this does have a completely different purpose as some of their other stuff. We're gonna start with the soft lounge rib bralette, which is what I'm wearing right now. This is very, very comfortable for lounging around the house and or sleeping. I would not feel comfortable wearing this out unless I had an additional piece over top of it that was not fitted. It is not padded, and it does not necessarily have an elastic band. It's a thick band, which for me is very, very comfortable, especially when I'm sleeping, because I don't like compression around my rib cage. This is the dark gray color, and I will show you the light mauve here. It does have some detail with the slight gathering around the underbust area, and then it is a ribbed material. So let's see if you can see it. And I apologize about the audio change because the heat just went off. It is not lined at all. It is not sheer, but especially with the lighter color, you can see everything. Even with the dark gray color, depending on the lighting and things like that, you might be able to see, especially if it's cold. So that's why I would not feel comfortable wearing it out and about, because it doesn't have a lot of compression, so it is very noticeable. It has a very flattering V in the front that does have, I would say, moderate coverage. If you're laying on your side or moving around a lot, it's obviously going to be less coverage, so do keep that in mind. It's not really you're not meant to move around in it. It's really just a lounge piece. And then in the back, it is more of a scoop neck that's super flattering. But I am wearing an extra small here, and so it doesn't slide, but it is pretty secure there, but it's not digging in. And then through here, it's not as stretchy as some of the elastic pieces, but it's not as compressive. So there's some snapback, but it doesn't dig in or anything like that, because there's just you can probably see it in the other color here. There is a seam right under the bust area, but this is all basically the double-lined material like it is here. So this is the light mauve color. It is closer to a skin tone, but it is light, so you do see a lot more. I do have additional coverage underneath this right now, which is the only reason why you can't see, let's say, additional textures. But this also does have a tear-away tag here that just rips away, and it doesn't mess with any of the seams. And all of those pieces do have this. But this, you might be able to see a little bit more of the detail underneath with the ribbing and with the seam and the bunching underneath the bust area. And with the light mauve color, I definitely would not feel comfortable wearing this outside of the home, just because of it's not sheer, but you can definitely see a lot more, is probably what I would say. And this could also just be me, but I would go with a darker color if you have any concerns with that. For the color options, you have a dark gray, a light mauve, and a hot pink. If you are concerned with seeing a little bit more, I would probably go with the dark gray or the hot pink. I did not get the hot pink, so I cannot speak to that. And I can't speak to the light gray necessarily, but I would just assume because of the mauve color, it would probably be a little bit similar there. The soft lounge rib wide leg pant is another top piece for me. These are definitely my top 2 out of the 3 that I have received. It is super, super, super comfortable. It is definitely, again, made for lounging. It's very lightweight and very breathable, so it's very good for sleeping and lounging. If you are running around a lot, I am very clumsy as well. I've tripped on it. It is also quite long for me if I don't roll it, so I am 5'1", and this is an extra small here. And I'm on my very tippy toes, and it's brushing the ground. So if I fold it up, then it's gonna be barely dragging on the ground. And that's just me based on my anatomy. If you have longer legs, then it might be a little bit better length for you. But for a lounge piece, you're not gonna be wearing it outside anyways, so I think it's fine. It has very deep pockets. What I really like about this is the drawstring is also stretchy. So it holds up if you wanna have a little bit, but it's still you don't have to tie it and untie it every single time, like you have to go to the bathroom or something like that. So that is something that I really appreciate and like. It has a very deep pocket with a seam around it, and it is super flattering around the back as well. And you can wear it up, you can roll it down and wear it more of as like a mid-rise as well. You're just gonna have the length depending on your height, you can adjust it there. It does have the tearaway tag too, and it's right back here, so you can just tear that out if you don't want it there. This is coming in the same colors as the bralette. So we have the dark gray, we have the light gray, we have the light mauve, and the hot pink. When you do have the light gray, you're going to have the mauve tie, and then when you have the mauve pant, you're gonna have the light gray tie. So keep that in mind, if that matters to you. Next, we're going into the soft lounge rib V-neck long sleeve. This is a full length top. I believe I'm wearing a small, I will double check on that. Arm length is fairly long here. Granted, my true to size is an extra small. I just liked it. I don't like really fitted tops, so I decided to size up in this one. And even with the size up, it is tight through the bust area. Not tight, but like more snug, more fitted. There you go, more fitted. Here is the back with this one. For me personally, I'm not necessarily a huge fan on the way this fits down in this area. It just reminds me of some of the V-necks that I wore growing up, and I just feel like they don't look good on me. I don't know why. I think this is a great piece if you want to tuck it in and wear something over top, maybe to go out or something like that. I think that would be cute. You could also wear it to bed. It is very comfortable. It's the same material as the pants, so it is more of a lightweight piece. This is coming in black, light gray, dark gray, and the mauve. But again, same material, so it's super stretchy. It's like very cozy. You can also tuck it in the front if you want more of like a cropped look that way. You can also tuck it in the back there and have it down a little bit as well, depending on your preference. But again, this is the Petula Rest to Play collection that's dropping February 10th at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And again, code Laura can help you save. My top pieces are definitely the bralette and the wide leg pant. And there was something else. Yes, my sizing. My true to size is an extra small, and I will throw my stats over here as well for your reference. If you do have any additional questions, feel free to drop them below.